All right, friends, I hope everyone had a good lunch. I need you to put your tags on the door, and I need everyone with a lunchbox to go put them away. And once you do that, I want you to come stand by your desk, and we're going to do a couple stretches. Get ready and relax. All right, I want you to put your arms up, reach for the sky, and wiggle your fingers all the way down. Good job. Okay, I want you to put your hands up like this. We're going to twist one way, and we're going to twist the other way, like we're a tree swaying in the wind. All right, good job. Now that our minds are ready, today in math, we are going to learn 10 more and 10 less. But first, we need to get a couple things out of our desk. I need you to get your 120 chart. I need you to get a pencil, some crayons. I want you to get out your math journal and your little tub of base 10 blocks. And once you get all that out, will you come to the carpet? Great job, guys. You came to the carpet so nicely and sat so good. Okay, so let's read our target. I can use relationships to determine the number that is 10 more and 10 less than a given number up to 120. Can you guys read that again for me? Okay, good job, guys. What does this mean to you? What do you think it means? Those were some very good answers, but let's learn what it is today. But first, I want to do a warm-up. Let's refresh our minds by counting by tens. So we're going to count together and then we're going to do it on our own, okay? Okay. So ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Good job. Okay, ready? We're going to do it by ourselves now. And go. All right, friends, now that we've counted by tens, what do we notice about what place value changes? The tens place, good job. Okay, so that's gonna lead us into our lesson today. I want you to turn your attention to the 120 chart on the board. All right, let's take a look at the number 36. So if I wanna find what's 10 less than 36, I'm gonna move up. What number is that? 26, good job. Okay, so I'm gonna reset. We're back at 36. If I want to find out what's 10 more, where do I go? Down? Okay. So what number is this? 46. Good job. Okay. Let's try another number. Give me another number. 29. Okay. So what if I am looking for what's 10 less than 29, where do I go? Up, good job. Okay, what number is this? 19, good job. Okay, reset, back to 29. What is 10 more than 29? Well, I heard somebody say 30. That's not quite right. Okay, let's look at it again. 29, and we go down. What number is this? 39, good job. We're always going to look at the tens place is the only thing that's going to change. Your ones place will always stay the same. So if we have, let's say we have 95. Which way am I going to go if I want to find what's 10 less than 95? Up, okay. What number is that? 85, good job, okay. So we're going to reset. What's How do I find what's 10 more? Go down, okay. What number is that? 105. Good job, friends. Okay. Do we think we need a little more to keep going a little more, or are we ready for guided practice? All right, guided practice. Okay, I want you to stand up and walk calmly back to your seats. And I want you to get your base 10 blocks set up like mine. All right, let's count. How many 10s do we have? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. Now, I have 2 here. What does that make it? 52. Good job. Okay. So if I want to find what's 10 more, am I going to add a base 10 block, or am I going to take one away? I'm going to add one. Okay. So what number would that give me? 62. Good job, friends. Okay. So I want you to reset back to 52. All right. If I want to find what's 10 less, what do I do? Take one away. Good job. Okay. So that's going to give us what number? 42. Good job. Okay. So now we're going to, I need my paper passer outer to come up here and get these worksheets. Thank you. And we're going to move into independent practice. And I want you to work independently because I believe in you guys to do this. You guys are so smart. And you may use your base 10 blocks for guidance as well as your 120 chart. And I'll be coming around to help you if you need any help. If you do need help, please raise your hand. And always remember, it's the first thing we do when we get our paper? Put your name on it. Good job. Okay. Now let's look at the worksheet. We have one that's already done for us, so we have 31. What is 10 less than 31? 21. Good job. Okay, what is 10 more than 31? 41. Good job. And I want to do one more together just so to be sure that we know what we're doing. Let's look at 70. What is 10 less than 70? 60. Good job. Okay. What is 10 more than 70? 80. Good job. Okay. I think you guys got this. All right, friends, as you turn in your worksheet, please remember to put your name on your paper as always, and come get your lesson exit ticket from me. All right, your exit slip is going to look something like this. Remember, put your name on your paper. It's going to say, I can identify 10 more and 10 less. And I want you to pick a number up to 120, any number up to 120. And I want you to tell me what's 10 more and what's 10 less. Oh my. All right, friends, as you finish your exit slip, I need you to turn it into the bin and come back to the carpet. You guys did such an amazing job today, and I want you to turn to a partner and talk about what we learned today. All right, friends, you guys did such an amazing job today. I want you to turn to a shoulder partner and tell them one thing you learned today. All right, friends, come on, eyes on me, eyes on me. Okay, today we learned how to determine the number that is 10 more and 10 less than any given number up to 120. And I heard some very smart ideas out there and things that we learned, and I'm so proud of you guys. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to move on to some more exciting things like using word problems. And I know that sounds a little bit scary, but that's okay because we don't have to worry about that today. But I want you to take a big deep breath in and blow out like you're blowing out a candle. And raise your arms up. Get a good stretch. And get a good stretch. All right. I think we're ready to move on to our next lesson today. And I am so proud of you guys. You guys did such an amazing job doing 10 more, 10 less today.